It's still alive. So this little hummingbird just crashed into the window. And it got injured pretty bad. Can you take a picture of it? It's a little one. Its eyes are still open. We don't need too close. Keep it on. Keep the video on. So anyways, we thought we would just try to help it. It was breathing really hard, and this reminds me of the videos I'm watching right now by Dr. Dispenza, talking about being in survival mode and the stress response and how our bodies will react in a certain way. We have a chemical reaction to the stress hormones that, you know, we can just think about something and it puts us into this state of chronic stress and worry. And it's a lot different than like this bird in a way, where this was a physical thing happening. Oh, look it. Yes. This happened physically to this bird, and so yes, it did create this stress response in the body. But we can do it, just like I said, by thoughts and emotions. The thoughts create different emotions, and look it. Oh yes, get it. Yes, it did. I don't know if I got it. Right there, it's on that. It's on that tree. You see it? Are you getting it? You have to look in the... No. You're covering the camera. That was awesome, though. Yeah. So... Alright, so what I was talking about with the little hummingbird, and physically it was going through pain and suffering, and it was trying to heal. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. At first it was just on the ground, and I thought, should I pick it up, should I not? But I saw its little chest breathing in and out really hard, and I hoped that me holding it and giving it warmth and love and light would help it to, at least if it was going to transition out of this life, to be in a place of calmness and warmth and security. So I picked it up. It laid its little head on my hand, on my fingers, and shut its eyes several times, and then all of a sudden it perked up, and unfortunately the video didn't catch it, but my little son, who's 6, was filming, and he kind of moved the camera, but it perked up, and it got up on its little feet and was looking around, and then all of a sudden it just flew off. And so what I was saying with the stress response is, it literally had something in its life that it was dealing with in the physical, and, you know, injury and stuff like that. Whereas we have a perceived threat in our lives, and we go through that same biological process and the chemicals that are released. And I've talked about this in past videos. Dr. Joe Dispenza does an amazing job laying it out for people who like to look at all the science and research behind what is going on. And I think it's important to understand, overstand, and understand what is happening, so that we can really look at our thoughts and our emotions and our beliefs in different ways. So really it's the same thing that happened, because the processes were the same, but the what ended up happening, the event that caused it, was different. And so we have to realize in this evolution that we have more power over our lives, and that little hummingbird was a great example of how, with a little tender, loving care and some time, and for myself being in the right place at the right time, I looked outside today and I was like, you know what, I want to go out and drink my Dr. Moore's herbal tea, his Heal All tea, and I want to do so before the skies are covered, because those in seats of so-called power have been really blanketing the sky to make it white. And I've talked to some farmers and stuff like that, and they have noticed, and as well as my own little garden, I've noticed a difference in how things are growing. And at this time, this other farmer, he's had his garden for years and years and years, and he said it's never been like this before, to where his vegetables and fruit just are not where they should be because they haven't gotten enough sun. And it sure does get cold out here when that white blanket covers the sky. And this brings me into one other thing that I think is really good to talk about, and it has to do with everything that's going on, is, you know, who has our power? Do we have it, or do we give it away? And are our beliefs our own, or are they someone else's? In Facing the Giants, again, I love that movie. There was a part in it where the dad, who was in a wheelchair, talked to his son and, you know, talked about beliefs and said, you know, our beliefs matter, because whatever our beliefs are, our actions will follow. We have to ask ourselves, because we've been so indoctrinated, ingrained, taught so many different lies and belief systems to, you know, we start to think that they were our own. And we have to really pull back and go, are these my belief systems or are they not? And decide which belief systems are the ones that work for us, that we want in our lives, so that we can reprogram that part of our brain that has been taken over by others. If we don't take control of this in a way, you know, because we're the ones that have the power, then someone else will. And their programming and conditioning will step in. So our subconscious has, you know, basically power over so much of our lives that we don't understand. 95% of what we think and feel and believe is what has been programmed into our subconscious. So let's step into our power today and start to live the life we want to. And we can do this by taking time to observe our thoughts, our beliefs, and our emotions, and start to see what it is that you want in your life now and the things that you no longer want. We can write those down, and we can, with repetition, begin to reprogram our subconscious. And I will leave some links in the description box by people who have some really good information that may resonate with you and help you in this reprogramming. I love you guys. I just wanted to come on and make a short video. Animals show us so much, and since we are one, anytime we are able to go out and to touch their lives, it matters what we do, and to follow what we are being led to do. Like I said, I went outside today because I didn't want the skies to be all overcasted when I came out, and I ended up being in the right place at the right time, which we always are. It's just that I was able to experience something and touch that little bird in a way. Now it's fulfilling whatever it's here to do, and it brought joy to my heart and a big message. So I love you guys, and I hope that this video brought you encouragement and that you will come back again. Namaste to you.